As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Then on the other side, you got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting revenge, took his time, watched the game, and they came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And the defense closes quickly there, and they get maybe a yard to the 33. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now here's Young. And able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. We only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Now ETN to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lawrence. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So the in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the shot, Lawrence. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he had a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Checks this down to Hubbard. In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade and Lewison.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Young is set to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
Here's Young. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
4th down, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Hubbard going to be hit
and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dowdle will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And it pushes one forward about the 32.
Sean Norton will want to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short throw taken in by Long.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with ETN. And he will have it 1st down here at the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, right back to ETN. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to 47. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
46-yard line.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that.
Gets through, and now an opening. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Another Jaguars.
Hey, Lion.
Thomas goes in motion left.
At the 30-yard line.
A fake on a jet sweep. Now Lawrence saw play action. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
The Jaguars field goal. A 55-yard attack.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. So getting 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. The right leg is set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A gain of 27 on the play.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Come on, stay.
Young now from the 50. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw, Young. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
He had some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this second quarter. For this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Set.
Now Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
16 yards. Move those Jags. That's good.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking to throw Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll begin the series with a give to Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back foot throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Boy, getting under them, but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. 52 points.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing, Young. Kicker here, it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Young to throw on 4th. He's got his tackle. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Khan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Young in the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Young now. Throwing on fourth down. Right side here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
This is taken at the 23. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Let's make rest.
Let's start on the ground with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Down. 10 black.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Jaguar pressure on Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Hold on, let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care about
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Tershawn Wharton coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an up.
It'll double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They're trying to set that tone here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A short throw there is Strange. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In motion right here, Washington. Lawrence. Looking to move the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
ETN up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll send Brown in motion right. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple of yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
17-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Young. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Complete to Xavier Legette. A gain of 26 yards. And the Panther first down.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And have managed to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready? 4th down.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st down, Panthers.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Young will set to throw. And it's caught. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hubbard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Set, ready. 34, yellow. Ready.
Hubbard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Darnold. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 4th down, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panther. Ted McMillan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal. It pays off with 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Gets around him, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Lawrence. He's got Brown on the out route complete. He's going to be dropped following a pick up of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
They run here with Waddle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Ready.
Young to throw it. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, Carolina.
Down. Yellow. 22. Ready?
Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. It'll be Young again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Young. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Hey, Ron!
They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10.
A handoff for ETN. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. The loss resulted.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Hey, Lion! Hey, go, son.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Allen here on the screen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins. He missed it wide to the left. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, red, yellow, 22.
Young now. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young to throw it. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Panther first down.
Let's go now. Yellow. Go. Watch it. Stick. Set. Go.
Here is Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready. Black 40.
Now here's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here we go. Back. Flag 2. 33. Yellow. Punt.
Now Young on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. We'll the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Second down and 3.
Second down at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
Looking to throw Lawrence. Got him in. It's Brown. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. Move those chains. That's good.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hey. Son,
Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? It's worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
But to throw again is Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. I'll give it 8 that time. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Those James. That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the
Bigsby once more. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tershawn Wharton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So now Young and the Panthers down by 2. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. This is caught by McMillan.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking good, and he finds McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
Looking to throw, Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, back up.
Here's Young.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Jr.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this time he's got it. And now the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set a shot at their own 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now Young. Going on top. Touchdown, Panthers. Play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now all eyes shift to the Jags, trailing by 5, under a minute 20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Hey, run!
And that's complete to Brown. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the 2nd half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. He can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Down. Ready.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to rip.
And he's across from touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, he's going to...
Well, it's here, the ball is free. Oh, he's got a little deadline.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game set there.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Carolina, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against
Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Jalen Coker. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Panthers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Joe Burrow, a 43-yard touchdown. The Bengals win it by a field goal, 24-21 the final score. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jared Goff. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Lions get the win in the opener. Could this finally be their year? They'll start 1-0. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.